Hi, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. Just Rob here, Sound Guy Hangout. Listen, I got a couple of things I've been working on in the lab here today, my office. So I'm going to switch the camera here around. I don't have the production video chain worked out yet because that's what I'm working on. Here, let me just switch this real quick. There you go. And I'm going to zoom out here. So I got some music playing here. I'm going to just go ahead and adjust that volume up a little bit. Here we go. All right, so I'm playing here from my studio computer, and I've got that playing over here. So here's what I got going on in here today. Just playing with O.B.S. a little bit. Got the multicam view here. Got the laptop here where that's all happening. And of course I've got the X32, which you've seen before. So the thing that I'm testing here today is I'm testing the ability, this guy right here, this Elgato Camlink that I just got, to convert the HDMI to USB 3. I also have this just RGB cable in this old monitor so I could get actually the multicam working. So I've got a number of different things here. If you can see a couple of different inputs, I've got this main camera, which is this AGUX 180, right? And I've got the camera in the laptop. I've got that's this guy here. I don't know if you can see that there. Yep. And then I've got a couple of window views here. I've got like this is the X32 control, and then that's the meters for the X32. So, you know, you can see here, like, let's go ahead and switch to the X32 meters for a minute. Here you can sort of see what's going on there. That's this music. Now that's coming in right over here, right? Right over here. Just a couple of inputs, right? And then I've got it going through a DCA, feeding a matrix output here. This matrix output here, so I can have level control. I think you'll see, if I look at the audio level over here in O.B.S, that I can pull that down, and I can bring that up. What I'm simulating here is how I'm going to get the audio into my, I'm going to actually get, I've ordered an A10 Mini Pro. So here's what I got going on. These matrix outputs is just really a patch of the left-right outputs that I've done. And I've got that coming out, just one of the XLR outputs into camera 1. So I've got two inputs here into this camera. I've got one here, one down here. There you go, you can see it. So that's my left and right coming into this camera. You can see I've got a good level here coming into this camera. I don't know if you can see that too well. I can see it. And then I have that coming in here to each of these feeds. And what we do with that, if we go look here at O.B.S, you got the input set for that. So in the inputs, I've defined AGUX 180. If I can get my mouse, there you go, AGUX 180. And I've got that on all the inputs here. So if I switch input, and you can do that by, and all y'all know this, you can do that by just clicking on the particular camera. Now, it's not a great control surface. I don't have a control surface to do this, but I've got these windows. I can select these different windowed elements here. There you go. Hi, how you doing? Okay, and then there's this guy here, and he's up, right? So what I got going on here is I have the ability to have here, let me stop the music for a minute because we're at the end of that song. Just playing that to have something going here. So this can be my main service cam right up the center aisle for the pulpit. And I can have the mix. I can have a broadcast mix going. I have this is the X32, so I'm using one of the matrix feeds and one of the output jacks out the back. But when I'm at my church, we use an Allen Heath QU32. And so what I would do there is use mix like 9 and 10, for instance, would be my stream feed. Run that into the AGUX 180. And then that will run into either O.B.S like this, because I can do that, or it'll go into the A10 Mini Pro, and I think that's probably what I'll do. You see here I've got this little Hero 4. I didn't talk about that yet. So this little guy in here, right? I'll probably use that on either a narrow or a wide. Maybe I'll clip that up to the drop ceiling, and that'll be a secondary angle. And I can actually have a third angle as well. I just have to get another computer, another camera, and bring that into the A10 Mini Pro. What I'm simulating here with these, and this is the important part, right? So I've got, so for instance, the the X32 control, right? So this is X32 control. You know how that works. So if I go over here and I change these faders here, right, you can see that I'm changing the level, and it's changing in the X32 edit, right? And if I had that on other computers or whatnot, had it on an iPad, you know, you can see all of that. That's kind of cool the first time you do it, maybe the second time you do it, and then you don't really have to do it anymore. But the point is you can. So we do it because you can. All right. Anyway, the idea here would be this would be like presentation graphics. So here you would have like maybe you'd have camera angle 1, camera angle 2, camera angle 3, and then you'd have like presentation graphics, which would be like the words to the songs or something like that. So here I've got just a very basic stream setup, and I'm playing around with it. You know what? As a sound guy, I've messed with, you know, certainly the mixer and microphones, and I play guitar a little bit and play with that. I know how to route audio, I know how to mix it and all that kind of stuff, and I get pretty good results for myself. But now we're branching into the other tech areas of presentation graphics, which is not too bad, and then video. It's nice to have some good gear to play with. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. That's enough for this. I just wanted to capture what we're doing here down in the lab today. Next week, the A10 Mini Pro comes in. That's going to be fun. I'll have another video for that later. Take care. Bye-bye.